Hello and welcome to another episode of Andy is rambling about life choices. Now you might wonder, Andy, why are you not at work on this Tuesday? Well, I'm on my way to work. I'm currently going to work because in the morning I did home office. Because believe it or not, in home office I'm actually less distracted than when I'm at work. Because at work there's always someone speaking and we have this open office, right? So I'm like constantly distracted. And I have the same internet at home that I have at work, or the other way around, the same internet at work that I have at home. So that doesn't make a difference either. Anyhow, I'm now in Türkenschanz Park, which is my home park. Just going for a walk before I cycle down in the city because it's just such nice weather. And I'm afraid it's gonna be the last day where I can be outside in a t-shirt and not be cold, because starting tomorrow it's gonna get cold. So, and I'm definitely more of a summer person than a winter or let's say I'm more of a warm weather person than a cold weather person. Yeah. Although, like, I don't want it hot either, especially now that I'm living in a flat, like on the top floor, because there it gets super hot. It's getting warm right now in my flat, so in summer that's gonna be super tough. Which kinda already brings me to the topic that I wanted to be talking about today, after this 2 minutes of rambling intro. Austria released this Klimaticket, right? Where basically, let's go here. Basically, you can take any sort of public transport with that ticket, and it costs you €3 per day, so like 1,050 euros total. And if I order now, I even get it for 950. And I'm thinking of doing that, even though I, at the moment, really don't need it, because I never take public transport. In the past 2 months, I took public transport maybe twice or so. Once to get my chair with the bus, my office chair, because I couldn't transport that with my bike. And I think once I went to Graz or something, or to Kapfenberg. Yeah, that's what I did. But it really does not pay off, right? If I were to just pay for transport as I use it, it would be cheaper. However, on the other hand, when I have that ticket, we could argue that I'm more likely to also use it. And that's the main argument for getting it. Like, that's also why I got myself the season ticket at the Strandbad Klagenfurt. Not because it paid off, but because it A, made it easier for me to get in because I didn't have to queue, and B, I didn't have to think about whether I want to go there or not. I had the ticket whenever I kind of wanted to go, I could just go. Because otherwise I would always be thinking, well, is it worth it, the entry fee? And then the answer would probably be no, because I'm a greedy motherfucker and I don't want to spend money. So if I already have the ticket, then I'm like, oh, I'm a greedy motherfucker, I need to make use of that ticket. But there we come to the next issue. I don't have time to use it. Quick check if you're recording. You are. Like, I'm so busy already. When would I take a train somewhere? And I have to work here in Vienna, so when would I, travel around Austria? I don't know. So it looks like it doesn't make sense to buy this ticket, and yet I kind of want to buy this ticket. There's another reason. I want that project to go well, right? Because it's been on the political agenda to get this done, and now they got it done, And I think it's a great project, even if it's not personally for me the right thing. But for many people, it's gonna be great because they, instead of taking the car, can now take public transport because it's cheaper for them now. And I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of not taking cars but public transport. So I want this to, you know, do well, and it does well if a lot of people use it. And so I'm like, I can just get the ticket to be one of the people of many who get those tickets, such that the politicians can say, oh, so many people use that, it's a super huge success. Which is what I want it to be, because if nobody buys the ticket, then it will probably be cancelled. And potentially in the future, I might live on somewhere in the countryside and I might want that ticket, you know, so I want it to stick around. Yeah, so that's the third reason why I would want to get that ticket. Even if it doesn't pay off, although it might even pay off. Like I had a look on my money tracking app, and it told me I spent 800 euros in the past year on transportation. Transportation with like public transport. Then there's a little bit of car stuff as well. So that's like almost a 950, right? And there I didn't go like extra ways. It was literally just sometimes the train to Vienna, sometimes to Graz. So if I have the ticket, I think it will pay off, especially because in summer, when hopefully I'll get to do home office again, I'll get to travel more. And if I have the ticket, then I'll try to make use of it. And another thing, it is of course competing with all the other stuff that I'm doing. Like if I have that ticket, then I want to use my weekends to just go somewhere by train, right? Because I can do that for free. So let's just do that. But then I have so many other things that I want to be doing. And there is also another thing that is called, I think, My Club or something, which is like the urban sports club that I had in Munich, where basically I have one membership I can do sports in all sorts of places. And I want to try that out because I definitely need to do more sports when I'm sitting so much in the office. And I want to get that ticket. And that's probably the same price because I pay like 90 euros a month. So that's also the 3 euros per day, right? But if I have it, I'm assuming that I'm gonna do more sports, and that's what I want to do essentially. I want to get myself to do some more sports. But yeah, it's competing with all the other stuff. And I already don't have enough time to do all the things that I want to be doing. Like there's so many YouTube videos that I want to do. I rarely get to stream, and I want to rehearse more improv and get a performance group for musical improv, and it's just all of the things. And like if I want to have more work, I can easily get more work. I have like plenty of people texting me who I have to turn down because I just don't have the time to work for them. And yeah, that's just life. That's just at the moment I'm a lot busier than like 2 years ago. 2 years ago I had the last 2 years I had the previous problem where essentially I didn't know what to do with my time and I was wasting my life away. And now I'm like, there are so many things I can do with my time. I don't have enough time. My life is running away or some shit. So yeah, and those 2 tickets, they would just make it worse, right? I want to find a middle ground, right? Where the past 2 years it wasn't enough that I had to do, and now it's too much that I have to do. But then on the other hand, it's always just a matter of money, right? So I pay those tickets, I lose money. I don't lose anything else because I don't have to take the train somewhere. I don't have to go do sports. I'm just spending money on it. And so essentially I decided for myself that money I can always get back, but time I cannot. And so I want to spend the time as well as I can, doing all the things that I could possibly want to do. And I know myself, I'm a greedy person. I will not go to a place to do bouldering if I have to pay those 12 euros for that one day. Because I'm like, nah, I better not go there and save those 12 euros. But if I just say I pay those 90 euros anyway and that bouldering thing is included, so I might as well go bouldering, right? So that way I get to do the things that I want to do anyway, where I'm just too greedy to fucking pay for them. So I think I'm gonna get this My Clubs and the Klimaticket and just spend those 2k for a year. I mean, 2,000 euros is not that much, right? I'll get that by selling an NFT or something. Yeah, in any case, that's been rambling enough. I shall now continue my journey down to the inner city to do my work for today. And yeah, tomorrow I might start doing sports. And then on the weekend I might go somewhere by train. Who knows what I'm gonna do? But I have possibilities, and that's great. And you, go make your backup. I hope you have the same possibilities or similar ones. And I see you in my next rant. Until then, bye. Bye. Ugh.